Last time on Dice Fall and Everyone Dies. Stano, you see someone kick out the door next to you.
Hello.
With both of her blades drawn, a rapier as well as a dagger.
So that's an 18.
18 misses.
18 misses?
18
Even
misses.
though she's stupefied?
She points her rapier at you, declaring that she will hunt you into the ends of the earth. Just at the last second, you're able to use your sword to deflect the dagger as it was about to graze right through your eye.
Stano's very excited for this fight.
Oh, this green die is interesting. Do you know that rapiers are a deadly D8?
Half jab. Until healed, the target is clumsy 1 and takes a minus 10 foot status penalty to land speed.
Fucking what?
Welcome back to Dice Fall and Everyone Dies. I'm your GM Chris, and today let's talk about how environment affects encounters. I love alliteration. Do you want your players to claw their way across the sodden fields of battle and confront the enemy general, but don't just want some boring stand-up fight? This job calls for environmental effects. Though seriously, environmental effects are a great way for tuning encounters closer to the challenge a party needs without needing to drastically change around your monsters. They have the added benefit of also creating atmosphere for the experience and light up the imagination. Smart players can even use environmental effects to their advantage and create novel solutions to normally deadly encounters. So what is an environmental effect? Generally speaking, any condition to the current scene with a mechanical impact to the characters is an environmental effect. Simple effects can be like transitioning from bright sunny skies to overcast cloud cover. This actually counts as an environmental effect. You see, while the available light may still be within the bright spectrum, light-sensitive characters would no longer suffer severe penalties because the sun is no longer out in everyone's eyes. So if the overcast day then turns darker, rain might even fall. A light rain can make surfaces slick like stone, and that would increase things like climbing DCs. Or a heavy downpour could even provide concealment after a certain distance away. Let's use that battlefield from before, and let's use this as an example. The morning is clear and bright as the battle lines have been drawn. The party stands shoulder to shoulder with their allies. Each is arrayed against the shimmering horde of their arch nemesis and sneaky mastermind, Goblin King Jedvik, High Priest of the Great Medvikian Church. The battle formations are tense as the party's allies are more lightly armored than the heavy cavalry mercenaries siding with Jedvik. The horns of war blare and the battle lines rush towards each other, each out for blood and glory. As the hours pass, the lines have thinned, and each side has produced heroes and martyrs, but the struggle still continues. Dark clouds roll in, and thus allow the hidden forces from the trees, red-cap assassins, begin to sneak into supply lines and cause havoc. But hope is not lost, as now upon the field, an outcast tribe of Underdark elves join the battle and assist the heroes. The sun no longer plaguing their sensitive eyes, they bear down upon the field in a bloody arc. And as the scent of blood and sweat reach their zenith, a chill wind heralds the arrival of the storm front. In minutes, the ground churns into mud, bogging down the heavy cavalry of the strategic goblin mastermind. Now is the party's moment. It's time to send a strike team to cut off the head of the snake. In that description, we have a progressive stage change of effects that changes the light, the general visibility, as well as alterations to the terrain. Now, when the party approaches the boss, the GM can say that they're exhausted. Visibility might now be limited to 15 feet in front of them, and everything within 5 feet might even have partial cover. That goblin mastermind may even still be fresh because, as a mastermind, they've been having others fight for them. But now they no longer have their heavy cavalry to stand behind because they're bogged down out in the field. But then you can set a time limit because the party knows that they may have as little as 10 rounds to defeat their nemesis before that cavalry comes bearing down upon them. No matter what level your characters and monsters are, this kind of fight has the potential to be epic. Your players can also try out tactics with this situation, like kicking mud into the eyes of the boss, or finding ways to slide through that same mud and through threatened areas more easily. They could also be hindered if they happen to be like heavy armored fighters. Precision damage focused rangers can cut through concealment, or their bards may actually be more limited because with that giant din of battle, inspiration may be harder to hear and thus have a shorter range. Every one of those conditions is reasonable, and they can be used or bypassed to heighten the experience at the table. But what GM should be aware of is that to balance these mechanical impacts and environment impacts in a way that does not radically favor either side. Now, you should allow players the reward of being able to outsmart or counter environmental effects, but just make sure you don't stack effects too heavily in favor of the antagonist. The reason for this is at some point a party just is not going to engage if they see the situation as suicidal. But one nifty trick is that you can use the environment to create moments for antagonists to escape and thus menace the party later. For instance, the personal guard of Priest Jedvik have been slain. His hidden redcap assassins could not sway the tide against the party. But what those fools haven't seen is that the dam upriver just burst, and Jedvik has spotted it. He casts a deeper darkness, hops into a barrel as the waters from the flood cascade across the battlefield, picking up the barrel and carrying it out past the haphazard melee. And while his escape is ignoble, any battle you can float away from is a chance to build a new army and spread the good news of the Midvikian Church. Unique and clever escapes don't have to just be within the realm of your players, and having the environment explain away what is essentially the equivalent of GM magic can help keep an experience fun and memorable for everyone, in a positive way. You don't want to use it too often because you don't want to undercut what your players do. Now, something we find memorable is every rating and comment that we get on the podcast. Letting us know what you think helps keep the podcast improving and helps spread the sound to new ears. Now, within the state we find ourselves in, a good story might just be what someone needs right now. Leave a rating and comment on your podcast app of choice and we'll do our part and everything in our power to keep episodes coming out every week. Now, if I remember correctly, Taffy had just made some of her own environmental effects with an unhealthy amount of fire. Let's check back in on the party and see how their battle is progressing. Okay, so you don't sustain the sphere, you still have 3 actions.
Do I see any enemies?
As far as you know, the last enemy that was on this platform just went tumbling through a hole in the shack.
How far away is the shack?
The shack itself, from where you're at?
If I took a running jump, could I make it?
No.
Joe's Crab Shack?
From where you're at, you think it is possible to get to the roof. And you
that's
could.
been
It is 10
right?
foot length distance between the platform and the shack, and it is 10 foot down to the roof of the shack.
Well, that's not too bad.
But the roof's not there anymore. It collapsed,
No,
right?
part of
No,
the roof.
a hole, an orc-sized hole is in the
Oh.
A
top part of
half
the
orc
shack.
sized hole.
It's a shack. It should be just like all of it.
Taffy, do not.
Don't
Say
do it.
no.
You know you want to be epic.
Sid, no.
Actually,
You know you want to be epic.
hold on. I have a secret, you guys.
Do you have
no.
Featherfall?
I do not have Featherfall, but I have a minion, or I have a companion
Yeah, it's Wimble.
who has spell delivery.
That's true.
I'm gonna give him the ability to cast magic missiles,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have him fly over the hole.
Oh,
So-
you cast it with the orc.
As this poor orc is just like fumbling around in the rubble.
He's still prone, I imagine.
So,
He's gotten the
can-
wind knocked out of him.
You can do that. Just know that you won't be able to deliver the full 3 missiles. It'll only be 2 missiles.
That's fine.
He's wondering if he gets hazard pay.
So you have Wimble fly over. Wimble spots the orc and delivers your spell. Roll 2d4 plus 2.
Wait. On second thought, I cancel all that.
Okay. Womp womp.
Sorry.
Wimble doesn't get to go around shooting shit.
Instead, he's gonna cast Heightened Grim Tendrils, because I did prepare that.
So you're going to have Wimble basically shoot this dark, thorny energy down into this poor little half-orc who gets a fortitude save.
Yeah, he gets a fortitude save.
Oh, he just rolled bad on that fortitude save. What's your DC?
It's 20.
He fails, but luckily it
Okay.
wasn't critically.
So it's 2d4.
No, it is critically. That's only a 9.
So that's 2d4 base. Because it's heightened, that's an additional 2d4.
He's
plus...
in trouble.
Do you have enough D4 for this?
Yes.
He's in trouble.
Of course I do.
Oh, he's in so much trouble.
Critical failure.
He's got bleed too. Oh,
The target takes double negative damage and double persistent bleed. So he gets 4 persistent bleed, just baseline. Do I roll double or just do double what I roll?
so he already had taken 15 points of
I don't
damage.
care. I want to know how much damage I do.
Roll your damage.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 there, doubled, so 20. Plus
No, it's 2d2 or 2d4 for
It's-
base damage.
44 because I heightened it.
Oh.
So 4d4,
So
and
it's-
then
10 base, doubled.
so remember y'all are rolling for your crit values. You're not just straight doubling it, because then I straight double it instead.
Shit. Okay, so wait.
So you're
I
rolling
double-
8d4.
Oh my god.
Just roll 'em again.
Said just roll him again.
Okay.
Because just remember, that means that when I start rolling
that's
max damage
10.
on these green dies, and then I start multiplying them by 2.
Hey, the die can turn on you at any moment.
That's
Trust
true.
me, it happens.
That's 20 plus 4 persistent.
So this half orc just took 24 fucking damage from a lizard.
So y'all see shooting out from Wimble's
No, from a
outstretched
fairy.
hands
From a fairy.
A sprite, rather, but...
this vine-sized protrusions lance out from Wimble.
I like to think that, like, from a distance, you can't really see Wimble because he's so small, but you do see this appearance of random, like, vines coming out of midair.
Well,
With
and it's not
giant
just regular
thorns and
vines;
venom
they're
and-
spined
Right.
thorns
Right.
twirling around almost like a double helix. And then the last thing y'all hear is just, and he did. Because here's the thing, is that I would roll to see if this guy survived, but he's got persistent bleed damage, and that means he's at 0 and bleeding.
Which
and
means he's failing each and every death save every time.
automatically. So he is literally bleeding out, and this poor orc is gone. You know, this guy had a name.
You also had a mom.
Yeah.
He had a name?
Yeah,
Which
they all
parent
have
was the
names.
human?
So that's fine. You know, you don't have to worry about.
Which of his parents was the human?
Oh, this was Coulson. You just killed Coulson.
Agent Coulson? Tahiti?
Oh, you just sent Coulson out to Tahiti. Good job. But you know what?
Congrats
Things
on
are on
taking his
fire.
cards.
We are still up here.
Now the problem that you have though is Demiri realizes that she just went from mono y mono to outnumbered. But Demiri's
If y'all
kind
let
of,
her run, I'm gonna kill y'all.
Demiri's
I'm gonna
kind
agree.
of a bitch. Guess who's still prone and at Demiri's feet? Twin Strike.
You son of a bitch.
So what's your flat-footed AC with a -1 to your dex?
20.
Are you sure it's not 19?
It's 19.
No.
Guess who's about to go to wounded 2? Both of her strikes, as she stabs down into you, hit. The first one deals to you 9 points of damage. How much HP do you have
7.
left?
No, like I had 7 HP.
Oh. Then you're unconscious again.
Okay.
And you're at dying 3 because she attacked you twice.
Oh.
Dying 4
this-
is when you die.
This isn't relevant until dying 4.
Okay.
So there's one of her actions. And then she's going to look at the other one in half plate. And then the other one in what's Damos wearing?
Studded armor.
A nice blue shirt.
So
Booty shorts.
She is then going to fling a dagger right at Damos's face. What's your AC?
19.
She does not critical. But
Oh,
she
wait,
matched your AC on the roll.
Hold on, I still have inspired defense. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Oh, well, but luckily it's just a dagger to your face. It's fine.
Just a dagger.
It's just a dagger to your face for 6 points of damage.
Oh yeah, that's not horrible.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
You're in
She's
the
dead.
direction. You know what? She's going to take her last action and she's going to book it towards the mouth of the cave. Kazalin, it is your turn.
Pick me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Taffy up.
All right, so you move over and you pick up Taffy.
Jump to the roof.
No.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be
No,
pretty
I'm already
cool.
I'm at 24. I don't want to get any worse.
Well, you do know that you could try doing what the work did.
Nope, it won't work.
There's another rope ladder.
It won't work. Can I like let myself down off the platform, but like hang on to the platform, so like my entire length of my body is extended down. So instead of it being a 20-foot drop, it's like with my arm extended, it's like a 12-foot drop.
You can, but there'd be a chance that you'd let go of Taffy and drop her too.
It's fine. If you drop me, it's fine.
Okay, she said it's fine. Everybody, she said it's fine.
All right, give me a reflex.
You said reflex save?
Yes.
Do we both need to roll reflex?
Depends on how he rolls. 15, he saves himself. 20, he gets both of you.
18.
So, Taffy, give me a reflex save. Yours is going to be a 10.
16 base.
You know, Chris, I appreciate that your cats
Yeah.
know when somebody's going through a hard time.
Yes, little Oni's over there trying to
20
comfort
This
It's
Shay.
not little Oni. This is a chunky Oni.
Chunky Oni is
Be
over
a
there.
chunky boy.
Yes.
So, Kazalin ends up dropping you, and while landing, lands harder than you would have liked, and you end up taking 5 points from falling down.
5.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot drop. You lowered yourself down.
18 to 12.
Oh, no. You're right. 3 points. Excuse me.
Thanks.
Did I take any?
No, because when you would start falling, your reflex was going to reduce it by 5. So you fell 5, reduced 5, and you landed.
What was 15 then? What did you make me roll 15 for?
The 15 was to try to reduce yours a little bit more. So that was to make sure that you let yourself down properly.
Wait, then he shouldn't have taken any. Because he let himself down properly. He just.
From a 20-foot drop, right? And so he's now at 10. The first 5 he's fine. The last 5 he landed poorly. And then
You tweaked your ankle.
Yeah, you landed rough. But you landed, and you landed on your feet with 1 action left.
I like to think that she Pirates of the Caribbean slid down your cloak and then landed with a little bit of a pirouette kind of bow thing.
Can I see what happened with Snow and the...
Not yet.
Right.
Especially with all this smoke up in the
Would
air from the
Kazlin
tree
care?
being on fire.
Yeah.
So you've got 1 action left.
Taffy has no regrets.
I'm just gonna run over to the direction that I feel like everybody's in. Still holding Taffy. Right?
No,
No,
'cause
you
I
had
would've
to drop
fallen
her.
out of my hands.
That's what your
Or
second
your hands.
check was.
Oh.
That's what the 20 check was for.
Oh, yeah.
So you can get halfway from where your
I'll follow,
location
it's
is to the halfway to where the shack itself is. Demos,
Yes.
you just took a dagger towards the face. You've got this anime style cut across your cheek. You just saw Stano, your once lady love, stabbed another 2 times. The breath that you had put into her ripped out, and the foul fiend, the hobgoblin, had run towards the mouth of the cave.
Okay, well, she's second priority.
No! Kill her!
No.
There's nothing damage to do that would kill her.
Yeah, no, not really. I'm going to get off the horse and go over to Sano so I can do medicine.
Okay, so you can dismount from the horse and get over there in about 2 actions. And then you'll have an action to be able to battle medic.
Yes. 27.
27 is a critical. That'll give you 4d8.
Nice.
I'm pretty
There we go.
excited that that ability did really
4,
well
5, 6.
after every time it's failed me in the past.
16 plus 6.
Is 22.
So 22.
So some great rolls.
So wait, is Stano...
Stano is
So what that
wounded 2.
means is that this was also a treat wounds condition.
Correct, but you have to be at full before the wounded condition goes away. And rest for 10 minutes.
The wounded condition ends if someone successfully restores hit points to you with treat wounds. Or if you are restored to full hit points.
Okay, so that we'll take that because the last thing you need is to
Be wounded.
be wounded 3.
She's still clumsy and she's still flat-footed.
Yes.
When does she remove the clumsy? Just when she gets full hit points again?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is good. Stano has lost the wounded condition. This is very positive for Stano. All
But
the
you guys
orcs are-
also see that when she wakes up, she looks very pissed off. Like, usually that's just her face and she just has the RBF. No, she's actually in bitch mode. She's pissed.
So Alec, seeing that the hobgoblin is still only at the mouth of the cave, pursues. And in his pursuit, he's able to move over. It does take him 2 actions. And he is going to attempt to swing his greatsword.
He doesn't have oh, what's that? Feet.
Sudden
No,
charge?
he did not go a sudden charge build.
That would have been good.
But he is able to take 2 actions to move over in his half plate. And he swings with a very mighty 26 to hit.
Damn.
And is able to hit. Now the question is...
Can we just, keep Alec with us when we go out?
I mean,
oh
is that
man,
not
I
what we're
rolled
doing?
Pizzly damage on that one.
That's fair.
So he is able to swing,
How many
and he
hero
deals
points
11
is-
points of damage with that strike. And she is still up, but she is severely wounded, and that has consumed all of his actions. Taffy. So you are on the opposite side of the shack.
In one full round, or one full action, can I get in sight of being able to see the bitch that he just attacked?
So from where you're at, what's your speed?
20.
It will take you 3 actions to be able to
see her?
to move across the part of the clearing and around, and then because she's in the very mouth of it, Alec is right there. Even Wimble has a problem being able to see her at this point.
Actually, I am tapped with the exception of 1 more Grim Tendrils at normal level.
Can I maybe make a bit of a metagame recommendation? That maybe we kill the hobgoblin and retreat?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
I'll take all 3 rounds to catch up.
The hobgoblin takes a 5-foot step back from Alec and then retreats down into the cave, and y'all lose sight of her.
God damn it.
Alec knows what direction she went.
Yeah, but who knows what's in that cave?
Caslin.
Thus.
So you saw all the others have gone around the opposite side of the shack.
Okay. Did I see the enemy escaping? Can I see that from where I was?
No, because you're on the same side of the shack that Taffy was.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use the rest of my actions to move to where I can be.
I think
Useful.
if you use all
Yes.
3 of your actions, you should be right up with Alec, right?
You'll be 5 feet behind Alec when you do so.
Do I have a psychic link with Dago, or how's that?
It's not fully formed yet, but it's kind of a mild empathy.
All right, I'm just gonna move.
What would you like to do, Demos?
Well, I got her on her feet.
So I think you have 2 spell slots remaining. First levels.
Yeah, I should. Suggesting I should do Soothe as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, I probably should.
Do you want to watch Stano run up into melee again and fall down?
How dare
Okay,
you.
let's do another Soothe. So 7 more. And then, with my last move, do Inspire Defense.
So Alec turns to you, each of you, and says, "She went down the right path. Let us pursue her." And then he'll pull out a torch, interacts, lights the torch. And so that takes 2 actions for him to be able to properly do that. And he begins entering into the cave. And so he is bearing the torch forward, and he has moved in. Taffy, do you wish to follow behind?
Yep.
So Taffy, as you move into this room,
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
okay, so that leaves you at the front of this space. So you see this cavern has a layer of dirt strewn about its floor, and it's soaked in muddy places by moisture and has been obviously disturbed by the passage of feet. And you see that there are 2 tunnels leading further in, one towards your left and one towards your right. And the right side tunnel is where Alec is leading down. Caslin. So you see Taffy moved into the mouth of the cave and cast up her dancing light spell.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
My turn again?
Yep.
Where'd everybody else go? Did you all leave?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I moved Stano out of there accidentally. Stano, what did you want to do? You are on the ground. You're on the ground, prone and perforated.
She's also pissed off.
Yes.
So I know what Shay would recommend doing. Shay has already recommended doing this. Stano's gonna get up, and she's gonna get her sword, and she's going to head after them.
All right.
Oh, she's gonna. Well, she's not gonna head after them. She's gonna take her action to re-summon the Onyx Dog.
Okay. So you stand up, you get your sword, you get your dog. Poof, puppy's back.
I think that's all 3 actions for.
All right, and so now Caslin, because that would have happened before Alec and then Taffy and da-da-da. So now it's Caslin's turn.
Your team don't look good, but they seem to be willing to truck on.
Yeah,
You probably have the most hit points out of all of us.
I'm 24.
Technically, Alec does.
Oh, Alec, Jesus Christ.
He's got 60 HP. He's taking no damage yet.
Alex,
Yeah, because he's
okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold my actions and wait for Alec to go.
He is. Well, okay.
I'm gonna be behind Alec.
Alrighty. Demos.
Okay.
Oh wait. I'm gonna set Demiri as my hunted prey.
Okay. So that to set her as your hunted prey requires an action.
You're right, and then the
So-
rest of it I'll just.
Do you want to hunt Demiri and then move up behind Alec?
Yeah, because Alec has already moved.
Yeah,
his
he's
full
in the
speed,
cave.
I would imagine.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Demos.
Okay, we're going to do the Inspire Courage, Inspire Defense, and put Guidance on Alec.
Do you have to see him to do guidance?
You'd have to move up.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
Nope.
No, he will be just outside of it at this point.
God dang it. Then I'm going to move up that way.
Okay.
So I can have access to them.
So move into the cave and inspire defense, inspire courage.
Yes.
Excellent. And so now it is Steno's turn. Your party is entering into the cave.
Of wonders. Wait.
She's gonna follow. I don't recommend it. Everything in my very cautious personal self is like, we shouldn't do this.
Hey, it's your letter we're here for.
It's Stano's letter you're here for. Shay says we should go. We should leave. We should come back at a later point.
Okay, but
So-
is that
That's not what Stano's
antithetical
gonna
to
do.
our,
It is.
our
It
parties?
is.
So-
No, I don't want to go here either.
So Stano's gonna move forward.
All right, so moving forward takes you into the cave. You can see that there is a path that leads to the left, a path that leads to the right. Alec is at the mouth of the path that leads to the right, holding a torch in hand.
Just gotta move up beside him.
Okay, so the path that leads to the right is only 5 foot wide, and y'all would have to enter in single
Move
file.
up behind him, or behind whomever's behind him.
And then you'll have another action to be able to bring the dog in as well.
Yes.
And
Well,
so-
the dog automatically follows. It's part of its procedures.
Excellent. And so that now means it is Alec's turn. So Alec is going to move in his speed. And as Alec moves in, he gets to make a will save.
No.
And fails.
No.
And the dog is tracking Demiri. So.
Excellent. You hear dunk, 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 clang, 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 clang. Taffy.
I move up 20 feet,
So,
moving the lights with me.
yep, so that leaves you. So you move past Stano into the tunnel. And as you look in, you see in the center of the room stands Alec. Fully frozen, petrified in place. The clatter of his torch to one side, his sword dropped on the other, a gleaming smile of the hobgoblin, as well as two other skeletal beings, each one raised with their weapons trained. One looks like this, and one looks like this.
What we're seeing is a skeletal champion and a skeletal guard.
So Alec seems to be fully paralyzed in place with 3 enemies surrounding him, about to take full advantage, near defenseless state. So you have 2 actions left. What do you want to do?
So this is not it doesn't cost me anything to do this. I'm going to drain bonded item.
Okay.
So I will take the spell slot that I've had Wimble holding for me
Yep.
and prepare again magic missiles. And since that doesn't cost me anything, oh fuck.
Doesn't cost you any actions, but you now have the spell slot back. And you've used 1 action to move, so you have 2 actions left.
I have a bonus spell still. Is she within 30 feet of me?
She is.
I'm going to cast my last grim tendrils at her.
And so you're going to focus this on Demiri?
Yes. Now, is Alec... It's a line spell.
Alex on the other side.
On the opposite side of her or in front of me?
So Alec is in the center of the room. So he moved. Looks like he had moved in onto a second action when someone had been waiting or moved to the finished his action, and then was in the process and had gotten somehow frozen in place. Looked like he was just getting ready to engage these 3, and now flanking him, one in front of him is this guy. Then this is on the side that's closest to you, and Demiri is on the opposite side of him. So Demiri and the skeletal guard are flanking him.
Yeah, I'm still going to cast it. And she's going to say, I'm sorry, really softly.
He technically gets a fortitude save.
Yeah, everybody has to roll a fortitude save. This I don't think it's going to do anything to the skeleton because it is negative
Yeah,
magic.
luckily he doesn't gain any temporary hit points from it. And they're immune to bleed.
Yeah. So did he succeed his fortitude save? It's a 20.
She passed hers.
So she's gonna take
Alec
half.
critically failed.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Seriously?
Yup.
Even with his Inspire Defense and Inspire Courage?
He rolled a 1.
Oh, fuck.
Buddy.
Pal. Friend.
Amigo.
Hey, he
Comrade.
hadn't taken damage yet.
Yeah, well, that's about to change.
2, 4, 6, 7.
What?
8d4. Wait, is this your level 1 version or your level 2 version?
Oh my god, you're right. Whew. Boy howdy, I'm so glad you caught me.
So it's your level 1 version of Grim Tendrils that just crit. So it's
Yeah.
4d4 bleed 2.
That's fine.
That's not a great roll. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he takes 11 damage, and then these two are the main ones for my normal roll. So she takes 4, 5, 6, 7. Halved, she takes 3, and with a persistent bleed. Oh no, success, she has no persistent bleed, so she takes 3 damage.
So you can hear her curse in Goblin, because you know enough languages to know a curse in Goblin when you hear it.
How bad does she look? Does she look like another good hit would kill her?
You would need to take a seek action to know for sure, but she looks bloodied on cursory inspection.
I'm kind of hoping whatever he's under was broken by me hitting him.
So you are now just in the room, and you have all of these torches around you. What is your AC?
With the Inspire is 17.
A arrow of acid
Oh, Jesus.
lances out from behind some crates,
Oh, fucking Vaz, that bitch.
dealing to you 11 points of acid damage and 2 points of persistent 1d6 now per round. So a total of 13 points of acid come lancing out at you. And you are now taking a persistent d6 until you do something to put it out.
Taffy up.
As
I did false
Vaz
life on
unleashes
myself, so I just ate through my false life and...
her acid arrow. And you can see a shield pop up. Demiri, on the other hand, decides to delightfully take advantage of Alec's inability to defend himself and begins using her rapier to perforate his hide, stabbing him gleefully.
Now Stano's disgusted because, like, she thought Demiri was, like, an honorable fighter.
So the first strike did 14
She
points
struck
of
you while
damage.
you were down. What honorable fighter does that?
Okay, Stano has been dead twice, so, like, at this moment, she doesn't even
Oh, that was max
She's-
damage.
kind of processing everything at a slow rate.
So Alec has taken 40 points of damage
Shit!
Holy
in total so
that's
far.
still-
He did just take like 28 points in total from her first action.
Fuck.
Let's see. And so now she'll go ahead and start. She'll do another shank with the dagger. Glances off the armor. And then, seeing that there's a spellcaster up, she's going to go take cover behind some boxes.
Good thing magic missile doesn't miss.
Then
I'm gonna shoot her in the face.
Caslin, you see that there is moving lights
I call out
down
what
part
I
of the
see,
hall,
by the way.
and you just heard magic go off. What do you want to do? You got 3 actions.
He's gonna reach down for his weapons, realize he only has one sword.
Oh, fuck me. You left all your
I
weapons
have,
on the
I
burning
have
building.
one short sword, and that's it.
Which reminds me, we're going to see how much that's spreading.
Just the fire. That's not even like part of our situation anymore, but we're still.
Okay. Keep going.
Your weapons are burning.
Yeah. I may have a sword left at the end of this, but that halberd's gone and my bow's gone.
They're up there. They haven't burned up yet.
They will.
Tree's on fire. The tree and the platform is on fire. The tree and the platform are on fire. You got 3 actions. What you doing?
I know I have 3 actions. Gonna draw. Well, no, I'm gonna run in. How far is it?
So you move in, and that brings you just in front of Taffy. You see that there is a skeletal champion armed to the teeth. Its head glances towards you, and another mindless skeleton that looks like it's getting ready to begin hacking at Alec. You catch glimpses of a spherical shield from an individual who is taking cover behind some boxes.
We would recognize Hawes, right?
You've never really
seen
seen her. Most of y'all haven't. Only 2 of you have. And even then, that was 5 days ago in passing.
One square away from Taffy. I'm like up against her, pretty much.
You're like
You can either be in front of her or behind her.
Okay.
So you got 2 actions left.
Gotta make a hard decision right here, guys.
What you gonna do?
Save Alec.
I'm gonna pick Taffy up.
What?
Gonna retreat.
I'm gonna fight.
She resists you. So. if
Not very well though.
So that will require a grapple check if she resists you. So you need to beat her.
Is Alex
reflex.
still paralyzed?
He critically failed. He's paralyzed for a full minute.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, 9 reflex.
So that means he's got to be at a 19 DC.
Which is not.
So Taffy like scrambles and bites and fights to get free. No.
You have 1 action left, Caslin.
Gonna draw.
All right, you've got your sword out.
That's it.
Demos.
Oh boy.
Sorry. That's just what Taffy would do.
Inspire defense, inspire courage, and I've got to be able to do something else.
You do
So-
have hideous laughter now.
Now you have not
after
entered
the
into
next
the
slide.
secondary cave. You would need to move in
Yeah,
further.
you have to come in.
Those are 60 foot. It's worth
Wait,
it.
can I change what I did just now? It doesn't really change.
And I thought I was in the
Instead of
cave.
drawing,
You're
can I
in the
just move into the
entrance.
space
You're
in front
not
of Taffy?
down where
Yeah.
we are.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I moved in front of the space in front of you.
So
Oh,
instead
I
of trying
can't
to
use
like
it. I'm out of.
take me, you
I'm out of spell
moved
slots.
up and ahead of me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm saving my last one. I'm going to head down that way
So that means I did not
for
draw.
1 move, and
I'm
I've got my
just
inspire.
sitting here
All right.
between.
So do you want to be in front of Caslin or behind Taffy?
I want to be behind everybody.
'Kay.
Wait, you could have still drawn and you had 2 actions left.
Move, attempt to grapple, and then.
Oh, so you're not
Yeah.
retconning your attempt to grapple. You're just saying that you moved in front of me as opposed to.
Alrighty. Steno. What you got?
Has she seen any of this?
You heard the sound of acid slam into someone. You know that magic has gone off, and then you heard a sound that you are too familiar with, the sound of a rapier across armor.
I'd like to think we would have shouted that.
And then Taffy was just like, "Let go of me, Caslin!"
We have to save Alec.
And you've got 3 actions.
She's going to sudden charge Demiri.
Well,
Okay.
you have to
So-
move then sudden charge.
Right, so
Like,
you need to
move
move
twice.
in, seek.
Oh no, you're right. No, because the way sudden charge is, you move twice your speed.
Right.
Oh,
You don't know where
so-
Demiri's at.
So you'd still have to do the first move, then you would sudden charge to get to her. So the first move would bring you in with us.
Would that put you 3
Okay.
threatened squares because there's
So-
skeletons between her and.
Right, so there's...
She's going to move in.
So when you move in, you see that there are a skeleton guard, a skeleton champion, and in between some boxes you see that there appears to be a half-elfin woman.
Oh, right.
She moved in behind the boxes. Fuck.
I forgot Demiri moved.
Go for the skeletons, personally.
No.
Get him off of Alec.
Stano's going to do a quick mental thought
Mm-hmm.
She's going to see the situation. She's going to take another move to get behind Alec
Okay.
and grapple to pull him back, basically.
I'm pretty sure he's in a threatened square with one of the skeleton guys.
So you pull him back.
Yes,
The skeletal champion takes his attack of opportunity on you.
that's fine.
What is your AC?
21 again. 22. Oh no, because you're... God damn it.
Calm down. It is 21.
His long sword hits and will deal to you a total of 10 points of damage.
That's fine.
But you are able to get and move Alec up and out of the way.
So it's kind of a pull back towards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've taken him and you basically have thrown him back 10 feet like a shove. Whoosh! Away from there. And Alec is paralyzed.
And then she's going to take her last action
Yep.
to move back.
Okie doke. Do you want to move next to Brett or... actually, the closest you can move back is in
So
front of
the
Taffy next to
best,
Brett.
best y'all can see is Stano basically walked up, realized this is a no-win situation right now, grabbed Alec to haul him back, and is basically moving to retreat. So she's going to basically move as far back as she can.
All right. And so now the skeletal champion is going to move up. And I don't know which one he's going to attack. He can either attack Kazlin or he can attack the armored one.
Leave it up to fate. 50-50.
I mean,
It's
if he
easier
goes
to hit Kazlin.
if he goes to
actually.
attack Stano, it inspires an attack of opportunity, right?
From who? Do you have range?
No. But he's only attacking with a sword.
Right. Why?
That happen, you'd never be able to attack a fighter.
Stano
That's
is
fair. That's
right
fair.
up
Never
by...
Stano moved her full speed back.
Right. And
Oh.
so right now y'all find yourselves in this opening where Damos is at the very end. In between is Taffy. And then
So where did Alec land?
he basically landed right at the feet of Taffy. And you've got Kazalin standing right in front and at one side of the opening.
What
And
are Kazlin's hit points like?
24.
Okay.
And then you have Stano standing next to Kazlin, both of y'all guarding the opening of this cavern, with Alec prone and paralyzed.
Stano's gonna try and catch Kazlin's eye for a moment, like as a free action, and like kind of knock her head back, like we're bleeding.
What's your AC, Kazlin? Since you're the one who not in half-plate armor.
21.
Plus
Plus.
inspire defense.
Oh, 22.
So 30 hits, right?
What do you think?
No, Chris, 22 is more than 30.
So he's going to deal 11 points of damage as he moves up. And then he raises his shield. And so the skeletal champion is there with a shield and a long sword. Taffy. It's your turn, Taffy.
Hand out right at bitchy big cod face. And she's gonna do full blast of magic missiles.
So are you trying to hit Demiri or Voss?
Demiri.
Demiri. Okay. So you have just a clear part. So you're going full magic missile?
Yep.
All right. That is 3d4 plus 4, or 3d4 plus 3, excuse me.
8, 9, 10. Tell me I fucking kill her, please.
So your missiles clip through
I want
the
them
box.
to go through her eyes again. Taffy's got a thing for eyes at this point.
And they unerringly smash through the corner of one of the boxes. And then the last thing that you see is the bolts of force. Is just this blood spray that comes out from the skull. Psh, psh, that's there. And, yeah, that killed her.
And then I free action. Now we can leave.
Well,
I know! Now that we've got... Well, we still have to drag Alec out of here somehow.
It's fine.
But I can't do that, so I mean, really.
It's fine.
That does mean she
Standing up and moving out, you see 4 versions of Voz line up. Going so soon? and she casts grim tendrils along y'all's full line of people down the hall.
Jesus.
Everyone give me a fortitude save.
Oh my god! Why am I rolling so bad? I rolled a 1. Chris, I crit failed that.
Oh, that means you take double damage.
That means I'm probably dead. Oh yeah, I've got to be dead.
20.
I'm gonna be dead. I'm dead. Thanks.
I got 21.
Thanks everybody who resisted me leaving. I'm dead now.
21 fails.
Fucking what?
Steno, what was your fortitude?
Critical success. It's a
Nice.
29.
I believe that means you take no damage.
It does.
Taffy?
11.
Critically fails. But not a natural 1 fail. And Kazlin's was...
Natural 1 fail.
Alright, so... That means... As I do my addition, and so I apologize. Demos,
Yes.
you are taking 4 points of damage, and you now have the bleeding 1 condition.
Great.
Wait, you failed. Oh, but not critically. Fuck.
Right.
Okay.
So everyone else is going to take 12 points of damage. Mm-hmm.
Just those two. Not
All
everyone
right,
else.
everyone who critically failed is going to take 12 points of damage and is now bleeding 2.
Kazlin's still alive?
Got 1 HP left.
Oh boy.
Let's move.
Hey, he's gonna be down
Wait!
next.
I got something for you.
What?
Hang on.
Do you still have potions?
I
Because I do
do!
too. I just remembered.
Kazlin, it is your turn.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna 5-foot step.
do I still have a potion?
Does 5-foot step does not provoke an
You
action,
check your
right?
It's
check your
not.
stuff.
Correct. A step does not.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Pick
if
up
I have-
Taffy
She's not gonna fight this time.
and 25 feet back.
Okay. How much HP do you have left?
1.
You
You
bleed.
collapse.
You collapse 25 feet away. You are now dying.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Because Taffy's right there.
Yeah.
Demos.
I'm also right there.
Taffy has stabilized.
I do have stabilized.
Okay, that would put them just about where I am, right?
You are...
A little further in?
They are just on the opposite side of you.
Okay.
They're about 10 feet away from you, actually. Because as Kazlin was moving. Picking up.
My question is, can I battle medic him real quick?
You have to move and then battle medic.
Okay, I'm gonna move back and battle medic him.
Excellent. Roll. He is bleeding. Is this a button?
Shut up, Medvic.
Oh, thank you, Demos. I just nearly had to kill all of you to get
I
you to
rolled
use it.
another 3. 3. It's a 12.
12 fails.
Just retreat.
You have 1 action left.
Just retreat.
I'm gonna.
Save yourself.
Well,
Grab
no,
the
no.
potion.
I have the potion.
So you can
I'm
you
go-
can
gonna
take
give
out
him-
the
Shove
potion.
that potion down
All
my
you can do
gullet.
is take out the potion.
That's a step.
I can take the potion from him and cram
There
it
you
down
go.
his throat.
Sounds good.
Great.
Steno, it is your actions.
Can you drag Alex? Or Alec?
Yeah, that's what Stano's gonna do. She's gonna go over and she's gonna pick Alec up and leave.
Okay. So you 5-foot step, grab Alec, and begin hoofing it down.
Basically,
Fuck gender roles.
Right?
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, she's gonna bridal style carry Alec out of there. I was gonna have her do like the wounded man thing.
Fireman's carry.
Hook! And she's out. She's gonna move her full speed,
All right.
which can't provoke an attack of opportunity because she's not in their threatened square.
Correct, because you moved and then
I love
you
how
you hoofed it.
she's moving her full speed, which means she is not appear to be encumbered at all while holding this large man in full plate armor. And she's
She has an 18 strength.
hacksaw ridge my ass.
Oh fuck.
Which means she
Now,
just moved
the
60
trouble-
feet. 50 feet out.
So that has you out at the out to the shack itself.
Brilliant. She basically looked at y'all and went, come on!
This does mean that Taffy and Kazalin are at the still
Fuck.
inside the cave at the mouth.
Ugh.
And here comes a skeletal champion bearing down on Taffy.
Saw that coming.
I many hit points does Taffy have?
Not enough.
Get him conscious, and then we'll work through it.
I will be unconscious myself because you guys left.
I'm right there.
Oh.
Wait.
I'm
Who's deeper in the cave?
At this point,
Damos.
Demos is
Demos.
deepest in the cave. So this is the thing to remember here is that this is a 5-foot narrow stretch that's here. So that means Jamos.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
19.
So
Wait,
29.
plus Inspire Defense.
I did not use it. It's one round.
Fuck you, Jules.
That crits.
That means a 29 critically hits, right?
Yeah, it does, but I got a lot of
That's
hit
fine.
points. So.
That's fine.
Oh,
It's
good.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fine.
Everything is fine, right?
Yeah.
So you can absorb the 14 points of damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Oh.
And it's got its shield up.
I'm down to less than half, but that's
not 7.
Taffy.
You said bleed 2?
Yep.
Make that 5.
Oh, and your persistent acid damage from getting hit by the
Actually,
How
acid
much
arrow.
was that?
1d6.
Oh, fuck.
1 point of damage. This d6 loves you.
Cool.
So 4. You're up because of the potion, right?
No, he didn't take the
Oh.
potion.
Fuck. Okay, so I'll grab the potion and pour it down Bread's throat.
All right.
He's up!
And
He
what
lives!
kind of potion is this
It-
one?
It's a minor
It's the-
healing.
It's
no,
moderate.
it was moderate.
Moderate.
That we
Ah,
got gifted to us by
Paizo itself.
Paizo itself.
Thank
So-
you, Paizo.
Thank you, Paizo.
So that means Kazlin
Alex
is...
still, like, paralyzed?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
He's still just holding him.
The horses should be right near there as
Dana's horse is dead.
-1 horse.
Well, minus 1 horse.
Oh, good. Then that means, Kazlin, you are up with... While still bleeding, because you haven't reduced your bleed condition yet, but you did go up 19 hit points.
Can somebody
Oh.
grab
So you are wounded
Taffy?
and bleeding, and you have 19 hit points.
I only use, is it an action or 2 actions that I just did?
So you have the action, so you already have it, and so it's 1 action to force feed.
Okay. Then Taffy is gonna fucking book it. I'm
Full
gonna
speed?
use full speed out. And as I'm running out, I'm going to blow my signal whistle that I've had this whole fucking time to get my
Accent.
dog to come to me.
Okay.
Oh, Santa's still got that dog following her.
Yes.
He's a good boy.
Don't want to sound ungrateful, but where did you get plus 18 or plus 19?
Because
just
I
roll
rolled
it.
3d8 and added 10.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to roll it.
Either or.
Wait, you rolled 3d8? I thought it was.
3d8 plus 10.
Man, you rolled low. Whenever everybody's rolling for me, whether it's me or somebody else, apparently it's just really bad.
Alright. So now...
I'm gonna be unconscious here
This
pretty
is-
quick.
Sano's got another potion.
Oh my god.
We'll be alright.
You gotta take care of the bleed. And the,
I've
and
got
the acid.
battle. I've got medicine.
But
We'll be okay.
You're
Just
gonna
gotta
have
get
to-
out of this first.
you're gonna have to 5-foot step and fucking book it from the
Alright.
skeleton dude if you're gonna want to get
First,
out.
Stano has got to put Alec down before she can do anything, though.
So I think the problem ends up here now. So Damos, where were you?
I was honestly the last one to stand in the cave.
So that means that the two left in the cave are Alec and Damos.
No, Alec
Caslin
is-
Or
and
no,
Damos.
excuse me. Kazlin and Damos
Right.
are in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
So Kazlin is conscious and prone, and Damos is making a last stand with a skeleton champion bearing down upon him.
I'll survive.
So how's that AC looking still?
19. It's still 19. Of
So the first blow hits,
course it does.
Wait,
and this strike comes down for 6 points of damage.
For how much?
6 points.
Okay.
And then he strikes out one more time. And your AC is 19?
Yes.
The second strike also hits for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Deimos still up.
And then he raises his
I am,
shield.
but I don't want to be. I'm down to 9.
So the shield is raised, the champion is hacking back and forth. The other skeleton is up right behind. And then you just hear this throaty, almost fluty laughter from Vaz cackling at y'all's retreat. You're hearing the sounds of blood smattering against the sides of the walls, and you're bleeding. What do you want to do?
I'm going to stand up,
Okay.
and can I use a free action to, like, tug on Deimos' shirt or whatever? Not as like I'm going to pull him away, but just like a come on, let's go kind of.
You
tug,
might
and
should
then
actually just pull him away.
Well,
I mean, what's Caslin's strength?
it's not. It's like 12. I think he's not very strong.
In all fairness, this ding dong only has 10 strength.
I mean, is there a way you could just potato sack Deimos and run?
Well, Deimos is still standing.
Yeah, could you just potato sack Deimos and just run?
Deimos is not one to struggle on this one.
Right, but who's?
Right, but you're still gonna incur.
It's just the two of you in the cave.
You guys are still gonna incur an attack of opportunity, even if he grapples him,
Well,
unless Deimos 5 foot
Deimos
steps
can
away.
5 foot step and then double move.
Right, that's what I'm
Caslin
saying.
can triple move if Caslin wants to.
Double stand up.
Oh yeah, so you can double move as well.
So you guys can get out on your own free volition.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I would
You
say
wanna
it'd
do
be
that?
funnier if he potato sacked you.
All right, so Caslin stands up, double moves, takes 2 points of bleed because you're still bleeding.
Yeah.
Demos, you are also bleeding. Take your bleed. Are you still standing?
Yeah, I'm definitely still standing.
All right, so
I don't
you
wanna be
you want to
anymore,
5 foot step and double move out?
Yup. We're going.
Excellent. Steno.
There's still horses, like Deimos' horse and Bread's horse nearby. And Stagrum's.
She just wishes she had another hand so she could just grab Taffy and put her on top of
Taffy is
Alec.
okay.
Stack all of you on top, just a pile of us.
So no. How much can a gnome weigh? 25 cents?
What?
I don't know.
I'm only like 30 pounds.
Yeah, just pick her up, put her on Alex's stomach, get on the horse, and go.
And now Alex is like, because I mean, 30 pounds on your belly is still 30 pounds on your belly.
Take it from me.
Yeah.
How long has it been since Alec got paralyzed?
minute.
Y'all are on round 5, I believe.
How
30
many?
seconds.
He's going to be down for a full minute,
He still has another minute paralysis?
so he's got another 5 rounds of paralysis.
Oh my god, Alec!
Oh, wait, I cast that and I cast that.
But Braxton's right there.
Braxton will be on his way, on Taffy's turn.
But Deimos and Brett are now out of the cave.
Correct.
Where are the horses?
The horses are over by, moving away from the burning tree, where all the bread's
How
weapons
far away
are.
are the burning tree?
burning
How
tree-
far away are the horses, actually?
The
So, like-
horses, if you directly moved over there, look like they would be approximately 50 feet.
Oh, so like
Stano's gonna
action
go over to
and a half.
Stagrum's horse and get up on it. With Stagrum.
Toss him
Oh, so
over
you
the
can-
front.
You can get right up to the horse after your third action.
That's where she's going.
So the skeletons look like they take up guard right there at the entrance of the cavern.
But they're not pursuing any further.
They do not seem to be pursuing any further.
You know what? Does that mean we're out of combat if they're not pursuing us any further?
Question. Do we want to see if, does Bread want to try to retrieve his weapons while he's bleeding?
Nope. How am I going to do that? They're up there. I didn't drop the ladder down. So.
One of the ladders were dropped down.
Yeah, I knocked it in.
Uh-huh.
If somebody will battle... Wait, are we still in combat?
Depends on what you want to do while you're bleeding and taking the acid damage.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. Because if I can get battle medicked or whatever...
So the medic can relieve the bleed, and you need to take a full round to get the acid off of you.
So I will take a full round to get the acid off of me.
Okie doke. So that will prevent the acid damage, and you'll take another bit of bleed.
So 1 point or 2 points of bleed.
Yep.
does it look like the trees are still, like... Does it look like the fire is going to spread?
Yep. It's getting thicker. I just rolled a 100.
Taffy is going to give Wimble another spell. A cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to send him to Mage Hand. At least, what's more important, your halberd or your bow?
Bow. And, well, no, there's a short sword up there, too.
Oh, well then, your short sword. I assume that's the more important of the three. So
It's
she's going to
engraved.
have Wimble Mage Hand the short sword off and down, away from the fire. Over to Bread.
Ting, 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 ting. All right, so with that, Kazlan, how much HP do you have left?
17.
Taffy, how much HP do you have left? 2? Damos, how much HP do you have left?
8.
And Stano, how much HP? 19. So, has Taffy been battle medic yet?
No, I have
No,
not.
not during any of this.
Okay, so y'all will be able to properly exit combat as soon as Damos
Wait,
battle
yes.
medics Taffy to
Oh, no, that
stop
was
the
my
bleed.
roll, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
Taffy sent Wimble.
Am I just doing that now, or?
Yes, you'll need to do that check now, because otherwise Taffy's
Taffy's
going to enter
unconscious right
dying.
16 plus 8, 24.
Excellent. So that means Taffy's going to go ahead and get 2d8 in healing, and we'll take that bleed off.
2.
Wow.
That really sucked.
Snake eyes.
And y'all will be able to retreat. Welcome to the Church of Medvic, the greatest purveyor of hero points, buttons, and coins. From his holy button hoard pours forth all of your good fortune. Medvic is here to support all of your endeavors. Is that a 5 on the die just not good enough? Turn in your button and re-roll that bad boy. Is that a natural 20? Awesome! Remember, what Medvic gives, he claims back in other ways. Oh no, did you just reach dying 4? For all your buttons, Medvic will keep your soul in your body and heal your wounds. Oh, bummer. Are you out of hero buttons? Medvic will usher your soul into an unknowable thirsty maw that threatens even the outer gods. Serves you right for using Medvic's glorious heroic buttons without his express permission and then using them poorly. But don't blame your GM, he will burn for all eternity as he tries in vain to claim your character's death to save his soul. Serves him right for stealing your good fortune from the hoard of your unknowable lord and patron. He signed our per-table soul-binding contract in his own blood and is bound to serve our glorious button master for all eternity. Your table was part of the package deal. The Church of Medvic. May Medvic protect you while you can still pay.